So what's up? It's your boy Rock with Rock Reptiles, and man, today's video is going to be about how much or how often should I feed my snakes. When I'm out with my snakes, I get this question a lot. Get this question on my Instagram, and it all depends. One, what type of snake you got. Two, the age of the snake, and a little bit it got to do with you and your personal feelings. As you can see right now, I have my ball python with me, man. This is top shelf, y'all. So, hey, this top shelf. And he's about 4 months old. And right now, I'm feeding him a winged rat. Now, how do I feed him the winged rat? It depends. I usually try to stay between, in between a 7 to 10 day cycle. I don't go the same day, every week at the same time. I diversify, like they would do out in the wild. They're not going to always get prey at the same exact time, the same exact size, things of that nature. So I like to switch it up. I like to diversify. Like I said, the most part, he eats winged rats, but at times I fed him adult mice. I fed him chicks, about to, give him some quail, just diversify the prey items so that he could get different nutrients from these different prey items. I'm gonna go get me some African sulfurs. But I mean, the rule of thumb when you are feed them something as thick as the thickest part of their body. Now, sometimes if I know that week I'm going to feed them maybe twice in a week. Maybe I feed them on Monday, and then I'm gonna feed them again on, let's say, Wednesday. I feed them something a little smaller, something, just like I like to make it as naturalistic, and they're opportunistic eaters, so I like to provide them different opportunities, and I like to make them work for it. I like to make them come out of their highs and go around for it. I just don't throw it in there and leave it, and they get to it when they get to it. I kind of want them to, go hunt. And another thing that I do, as far as if I'm going on one of the things where I fed it maybe a bigger prey item, and I wait to start seeing when they start cruising around the cage, when they're moving around a lot, when they're getting into that hunting mentality and hunting mode. So, I mean, a lot of it depends on the size of your prey item, the size of your snake, and the metabolism. Because you have some snakes that metabolize prey items faster than others. You might have, a snake that you will see a lump in his body for 4 or 5 days. You'll see the little lump. It'll start going down, but you'll still notice the lump. Then you have different snakes that you can feed them the same item, and in 2 days, the lump is completely gone. So, man, it depends on your snake, what type of snake, the size of the prey item, and how often. I tell people all the time, please do not overfeed your snakes. Do not have them grotesquely obese and huge. That is not healthy for the snake, man. So, one, if you offer the snake the food and it's a good eater, it's going to accept the food every time. So we can offer too much and they could get obese and it gets out of hand, and that's not healthy. They could develop fatty liver disease, heart disease. They could develop health issues and not live their expectancy just because we're overfeeding them. So I know it's cool, or you want to feed them. Listen, you don't have to feed them every 3, 4, or 5 days. Like, that's going overboard with it. But like I said, for my ball python right here, I feed them a winged rat or equivalent. Sometimes I might go a little smaller if I'm going to feed them 2 times a week. But typically it's a winged rat. I don't know why I said rat, but winged rat. Every 7 to 10 days, give or take. I mix it up. Sometimes it might be 5 days between feeding. Sometimes it might be 12 days. It might be 10 days. It might be 11. I just like to mix it up and, I do it at different times of the day too. I do it mostly at night, or later in the afternoon, but I like to mix it up. Sometimes I might do it earlier in the day. It just depends on the day, Try to keep it, keep something mentally stimulating for them. So, man, listen, we about to go grab my other snack. I don't know what snack I'm talking about, but we about to go grab my other snake real quick, and we're going to talk about him so y'all can get better clues, visually of maybe the appropriate prey size for your snake if you have one in your collection, man. So let's get into it. Let me go and grab the other one, and we're going to be right back and keep the video going, man. So stay tuned. All right. All right, y'all. Of course, right here we got Mr. Burns, my Burmese python, as you can see. Now, this guy right here, when I first got him, let me tell you, Mr. Burns is about 6 months old. When I first got him, he was 3 months old. He was on weaned rats, you know, adult mice, things of that nature. Now he's on to small rats. As you can see, he's quite a bit larger than top shelf, but you can see he still is not humongous. I feed him a small rat now. Like I said, he just switched from weaned rats maybe about a month or so ago. So now he's on small rats. And like, even when I feed him small rats, like I said, I don't go OD with it. Like, when I feed him small rats, you barely see any type of lump in him, even right after he eats. So I feed him different things. I feed him small rats. I feed him chicks. Feed him quail. It just all depends on what I'm feeling for that day, or that day of feeding, what he's going to eat. So he gets a variety of prey. You know, a lot of people ask, how often should I feed a snake? Or, you know, what size should I feed a snake? But another important key to snakes, man, is diversifying your prey. Man, don't feed them just one thing. If you have the option, please diversify your prey and go out and get different things. There's chicks, there's quails. When he gets bigger, there's rabbits, there's guinea pigs. I mean, there's tons of different prey items. So, man, diversify your prey so they could get different nutrients and have a varied diet. I mean, you as a person, you won't want to sit up there and eat chicken all day. Every time that you eat, you're eating chicken. You won't want that, or, you know what I'm saying? So, man, diversify your snakes or any of your reptiles. Diversify their diet and give them things to choose from, things to, to have diverse diets and things of that nature. Like I said, he's on small rats. I mean, I feel like he's big enough to maybe get like a smaller medium rat, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger, so I'm gonna keep him on. Small rats for maybe another month and a half, 2 months, and then eventually I'll switch him over to medium rats. But right now, something of this size, I feel comfortable with saying a small rat or equivalent, i.e. quail, chicks. Maybe if you know somebody who breed rabbit, if they ever have any stillborn rabbits, things of that nature, you can always diversify the prey and try different things. But yeah, man, this is Mr. Burns, and he is cool as a fan. So, man, listen, like I said, something this side I would always say is always good. Go with a small one. Not trying to make them fat, not trying to make them overweight or anything like that. So he's on small rats. And the frequency which I feed them, the same as top shelf. They're still babies. They're still growing. So I'm not going to stretch it out that far, but it's the same frequency, 7 to 10 days. Sometimes I might go, definitely when they're in shed. Some snakes won't take things in shed. I know if he's in shed, he will take a meal. So I don't have to worry about that. So sometimes I feed him during shed. Sometimes I don't. It just all depends. I like to keep things as close to just feeling natural, not just on a consistent schedule. Now, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with a consistent schedule. Me, I just like to mix it up and try different things, man. And that's for this guy right here. Like I said, a small rat. He's close to getting to the medium rats. So, hey, man, this is what I think of like a size. I mean, even if you got a ball python, the thickness and size of, this is a perfect snake for, to start going up to the medium-sized rats. But like I said, he's on small, but, we're working our way to mediums. He's not too far from that. So, man, listen, that's a different size. Now we got one more snake that I'm about to go grab. Of course you see him in feeder videos, but I haven't held him on the channel in a while. So, listen, let's go grab Harpo and see what we feed him. All right, peace. All right, YouTube, we are back. And this is my last boy. This is Harpo, man. He is a boa imperator, a common boa. He's not a red tail, so boa imperator or a common boa. And he's about 3 years old or so. And yes, the reason he looks a little dark, he is in shed at the moment. I know most people don't handle their snakes while they're in shed, but hey, I'll pick my snakes up at all different stages so they could just be socialized and things of that nature. As you can see, he likes to explore and crawl around. But he's eating on a regular basis large rats, or extra large or jumbo rats. It just depends. I still vary that. Sometimes I might give him a large rat, but I might feed him one large rat every 14 days. But then I might give him a jumbo rat. I might feed him that one. I might not give him nothing for 3.5 weeks. And I'm thinking about starting I give him quail as well. So if I give him a real large quail, I wait like 2 weeks before I give him anything else. Thinking about starting to go into maybe the 1 pound to 2 pound rabbits and feeding them. But hey, listen, this guy is, as you can see, his body structure, he's not fat, very muscular. You can see the muscle definition and you can feel it. He's not fat. This guy is strong and he's still growing like a little monster. And hey, man, I love him to death. But like I said, this, you easily large rats, easily. If you don't want to go to XL or jumbo rat or things of that nature, you can, hey, large rats, he will do just great. He won't starve. Just like I said, even with that, you could feed him a large rat every 3 weeks, every 2 weeks. Really depends on you. Me, like I said, I diversify. So one feeding, I might feed him, let's say this Friday. Then I might not feed him again for 2 more Fridays. Or I might feed him the next Friday, maybe a smaller meal. Might go out and get a medium rat, just something, just to diversify and try different things. This boy is on the move. But yeah, man, this is the size when you're going to have to start getting large rats, extra large, jumbos, things of that nature. Like I said, I diversify his prey. I feed him quail, rats, and hey, soon we're about to get into the rabbits. So, hey, man, like I said, the biggest thing, always try to diversify your prey and, do what's best for your snake and what's best for you, but always make sure that you're doing something and you're keeping your snake healthy and you're keeping your snake in good condition, and just make sure your snake is happy. As long as your snake is healthy and happy and it's not underweight and it's not overweight, man, keep doing what you're doing. Like I said, man, I appreciate the love and the support. So we about to go put him back, and I'll come back with like my little closing things. But while we putting him away, man, if you would like, man, please hit that subscribe button. Just click. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your post bell notifications, and all that good things. And we will be right back for the end of the video. Here we go, man. Beautiful snake. Hey, YouTube, this is pretty much the end of the video. The whole thing behind it is you have to do what's best for you and your snake. You have to figure out your snake. You have to watch your snake, monitor your snake, and just look at it and figure out the feeding schedule and what's best for you. Of course, the size of the prey item shouldn't be too huge. Something that's equivalent to like the thickest part of his body. You could get away with getting something that's a tad bit bigger than that, but don't get anything that's grotesquely bigger than that. That's going to leave a grotesque lump in your animal. That is not cool. But man, listen, you don't have to be on these strict schedules where you think you got to feed it every Friday at 3:30 p.m. on the dot. And if you don't, listen, bro, it doesn't have to happen like that. You could just have fun, well, I'm not going to say have fun with it, but fluctuate the schedule. That way it's different on different days, different times. You keeping your snake thinking, you keeping it guessing. It doesn't get used to a routine. Just, try to mimic nature as best as you can. I know we can never mimic nature, but try your best, because in the wild they're opportunistic eaters. So they're not going to eat every Friday at 3:30 p.m. They're going to eat whenever opportunity comes and they could eat. So with that being said, please remember, do not feed your snake all the time, because they will take the food if you offer it to them. So listen, don't do that. You'll have a fat snake, then you'll have a dead snake. So, man, listen, do something that works best for you and your particular snake. Of course, read guidelines that help guide you and get you into the direction that's right for you. But like I said, every snake is an individual. Every snake is different. Diversify your prey items. And, man, you take care of your snakes. You take care of your loved ones. And you take care of yourself. Man, again, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and do all that good things. And, of course, this is Rocks from Rock Reptiles. And we will be back before you know it. Yo, I'm gone. Peace.